Thanks for watching The 9.
You may be feeling tax stress, but academic stress is something else that's going on right now. It might be the single most dominant stress factor that affects the mental well-being of both high school and college students, or even younger than high school too, right? What do we do? What are we doing wrong, and what can we do better as parents or caregivers? Jamie Clayton is the president and CEO of Oakland Family Services, also a licensed counselor. So Jamie, let's talk about, first of all, the scope of this issue, because I know a little bit of academic stress, you know, the nervousness, I got to study, that's good. But this is a level that's dangerous, right?
Yeah, dangerous, or certainly not best for the child's mental health, or even like kind of the well-being of the whole family.
Yeah.
That anxiety can be very high for everybody.
So how do you know if your student is dealing with an overwhelming amount of academic stress?
I think if you see your child, your student perseverating, kind of can't talk about anything but the upcoming exams, the schoolwork, if there's this heightened sense of competitiveness that doesn't feel healthy, it probably isn't at that point.
So what do we do wrong? Let's start there.
Well, let's start with most parents do the best they can on any given day.
Yeah,
so
we're trying.
Right and wrong is language I don't love to use.
Okay, yeah.
But I know
you choose your words.
Yeah, I think how can they make it easier or be the most supportive?
Yeah.
I think sometimes parents ask a lot of questions because teenagers particularly are not forthcoming. They're not the best communicators. Questions can just raise anxiety. So sometimes it's maybe leave one question, kind of put it out there, ask how they might want to talk about it, or trust that your student, unless you have proof otherwise, is on top of their homework and on top of their exams, and help them have a good schedule, good bedtime routine, food, time to be away from their studies. So the external stuff that isn't as much about the anxiety itself. Talking about stress can make us stressed.
Right. Yeah, that ruminating,
yes,
right? Where we're just hyper-focused on the thing that's causing stress.
Right.
You think as a parent that it's better to get it out in the open. Let's talk about why are you stressed about this, but maybe that's not the right approach.
I think that's the underlying desire, but sometimes forcing to talk about it isn't always helpful. So as a parent, creating the environment in which your child feels safe in talking. So if they want to say they're really stressed and they're not prepared, they feel ready to do that without a lot of pressure. So when they tell you they didn't complete something or they're not ready, are you going to come back with, well, why not? You know, what are you going to do to get there? Right. What are you going to do to get there? How are you going to do it? As opposed to, okay, that's normal. It happens.
Yes.
How can I help you? How can I best support you right now?
Okay, so because we also don't want to encourage slacking.
Correct.
So there's a fine line there, right?
Yep. Structure, structure, structure. So how do you
creating good? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how do you set up good structure and routine for the whole school year, not just when it comes to exam time?
Gotcha.
Or maybe say, okay, so it's exam time and you know what this means. You've been through this. Tell me how you're going to handle it. And kind of empower your child to make decisions and feel in control when they might not feel in control otherwise.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying slack and let your kid do whatever. It's just kind of a more gentle approach that doesn't let your stress as a parent or your anxiety seep into your kid's anxiety.
All right, good stuff. It is the questions thing, and I have I have one college kid and I have two, getting them all mixed up. But it is hard to, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you apply for this job? And I can see the conversation immediately takes a turn when you start out. But it's hard not to ask those questions.
Yes, it is.
There we go. OaklandFamilyServices.org if you want to jump on that website for more resources. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.